Caste killings in Tamil Nadu has become a recurring theme, and this is not to cherry pick on the state, as many Indian states grapple with the same curse. But Tamil Nadu stands out because of the ruling dispensation, the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, that is DMK, which constantly waves the flag of a casteless society as an integral part of its ideology. Caste discrimination within the society, which has permeated schools and sullied young minds, is a growing concern in Tamil Nadu. Take a look. We're showing you a video. Take a look very carefully. You must be wondering what this is. You know, you saw an elderly woman. She's waving a stick. That's because behind that man in the video, who's actually skirting the stick, there is a line of Dalit school kids who are on their way to their schools in Tanjavur district and walking along a mud road. Now, the man is leading those children, like I said, but the woman is relentlessly registering her protest against Dalit children walking that path. This is the reality. This actually sums up the state in Tamil Nadu. The reality of Tamil Nadu, where the intermediary castes resort to terrible caste biases. The result of which was how the siblings in Tirunelveli, remember, were attacked by their schoolmates with sickles only because the brother and sister belonged to a lower caste. On 11th of September, in a bid to curb caste-based discrimination within educational institutions, the Tamil Nadu School Education Department had issued strict directives warning teachers of stern action if they promote caste or communal sentiments among students or within school premises. However, there is much room for improvement, as was proven by the recent incident in which a class 9 student hacked his classmate using a sickle inside their classroom. The violent incident occurred at a government-aided higher secondary school in Donavur, near Eruvadi in the Nellai district. The incident occurred when a student who allegedly attacked the other with a sickle had a prior disagreement over seating arrangement, as innocuous as that, in class. Apart from the boy who was attacked, another student who tried to intervene and break up the fight was also injured in the attack. Both the victims were taken to a private hospital in Eruvadi for first aid and later referred to the government hospital in Palayamkotte for further treatment. The injured student required several stitches on his back, while the other one sustained minor injuries. The police and other officials are denying any caste conflict to the sickle attack incident, but then preliminary investigation and questioning has indicated that the two boys belong to different castes. The boy who attacked hails from a dominant caste and the victim from the SC community. This is a repeat because in July 2024, the students were injured in a similar incident at a government school in Valiur, following derogatory casteist remarks scrawled on a wall in a toilet. This is the election year, like I said, and even allies of the DMK like the Congress and VCK have called for stemming this terrible caste bias from across every sphere. Let's debate. We will debate such stories until the needle moves. Shalin Maria Lawrence, author and social activist, has joined us, and also Satish Kumar, advocate, Madras High Court. Satish, what is the way out, Satish? You know, it has permeated school children, I say. We also have some visuals of the hospital where the child is admitted and also of the school. We will show it to you later. But Satish, my question to you is, we know Prevention of SC/ST Act 1973, correct me if I am wrong. Where is all that? What is this? The government, the teacher, you know, even the government has said these caste biases, do not wear beads, don't do the sickle attack, class 9? Are you kidding me? What's going on in Tamil Nadu, Satish?
It looks really very pathetic by seeing such scenarios, especially the visuals what you are showing now on the screen. especially Tamil Nadu has got the curse. It's no doubt since by independence, we were thinking that when compared to all the other states, especially in Tamil Nadu, the political parties, they were talking more about social justice, equality, and all those things. Even in our state only, especially we are praising and adoring Dr. Ambedkar a lot. To some extent, I understand. Then comparing to the other states, here the statues of the great legendary leader Ambedkar is lauded here. But in practice, of course, what we are seeing now, the continuous incidents, whether is there any political motivation behind that, or any parties who are ruling now, the maybe the two parties who ruled Tamil Nadu for more than 30-35 years. These things are happening continuously. But one thing, what I understood beyond all this, the politics and all those things, Sudha, but I personally feel the morals which are supposed to be taught to students, especially on the school syllabus. Sudha, but because we also we come from the averages middle class schools, and maybe the government schools. I also studied in the government school in those days. But in those days, there was a very specific syllabus for moral education, in which you'll be taught
but that is fine. But maybe in your time, the teachers had not permeated.
Yes, I'm coming
the
to that point. I'm coming to that point, especially Sudha, you're coming to the very right point. See, the teachers training, especially in Tamil Nadu, in those days, the teachers were being given such a respect as teachers. They were commanding respect from the students. But what now happens, maybe even because of the teachers training syllabus, and the teachers are thinking it is only a job, it is not a service.
No, but I think, no. Apart from that, I think, Satish, this caste bias has permeated teachers, principals in schools, the working staff, the staff room. That is the state in Tamil Nadu. So what should we do? The authorities should take action. But are the authorities taking action? No. It is very clear. We have that that case of siblings being attacked with sickles. Similar incident happened in July 24. Similar incident happens in July 25. And we are sitting here in September.
Sudha, you are what we are seeing, only the whatever is coming out to the public, we are seeing that. But these things are happening on alternate days, somewhere in some corner of Tamil Nadu.
That's right.
Now we are seeing only the visuals, or maybe when the input comes to channels like you, it is coming out. Otherwise, this is a common incident happening on day-to-day basis.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
People are not very dangerous.
Yeah,
that's why people are not taking it seriously.
Charlene Maria Lawrence.
Why such issues?
Yeah, I've got another. Yeah, Satish, I'll come back to you. Charlene Maria Lawrence. This is, I've done at least 20 stories and with you. Again, a child brings a sickle in his school bag. The authorities are saying, oh, the principal does checks. That day, the principal did not check. Which means, is there a history of children carrying weapons with them to schools? If so, then what happens to the order which Anbil Mahesh gave and said, oh, there should be no violence and no caste bias, etc. Charlene Maria Lawrence, just come in here, please.
Yes, I think this is the fifth, sixth time around this year we've been speaking about this school violence issue, right? And that too a fourth time in Tirunelveli, I guess. So yes, I spoke to Dalit Panther of India's foundations, Tamil Nadu's founder's son, Vinod, yesterday, Vinod Malaichap. So yesterday evening, I had a very in-depth discussion about what is happening in Tirunelveli, because right now he's placed in Tirunelveli and he's taking care of these cases. He's going through them as an activist. So one thing that we could see is the question you asked. Is it being normalized? Yes. So the culture, the school culture itself, the carrying of sickle or machetes or stones has been kind of normalized in Tirunelveli, Thoothukudi, Tenkasi areas. So that is a very important aspect, a very dangerous pattern which is emerging. This if I'm not wrong, what we could see was this happened in 90s. This happened in 90s, and the DVK groups retaliated, and then it stopped. Now again, this has been started, and it's clear. I would say it's a clear caste and law and order issue intertwined, right? So the school has not been informed, or we've been speaking to Anbil Magesh, we've been speaking to a lot of retired judges. Chandru has been, pitching in, asking for measures to be taken at the school level, different kind of, monitoring in the first place. See, let's not even talk about, teaching them the culture of non-violence. First of all, monitoring whether the student is carrying something in the bag. After what happened in the school shootings throughout America, right? There was a strict, code of conduct for students to coming to school. Their bags were checked and things were checked. That is not happening. Another thing what Vinod Malaichami told me yesterday is about the interference of Maravar caste groups
Yes.
inside particular areas in Tirunelveli and Thoothukudi. And he said during the months of September, August, November, October, during the incidents are high, the Parmakudi, fest comes in, and Mutramalinga, the thing comes in. So
Okay.
that time, all these caste groups come there and they instigate violence. This is something which is being told by people, activists from the ground. So this is not something happening randomly, right? This is like a boy felt he didn't get a seat and he went and cut off someone. This has been planned, imbibed into the minds of these students by caste groups for a really long time to commit, honor killing or to do this school thing. One major thing about why the school incidents happen is especially the Pallar caste and the Pariyar caste in the districts have been emancipated through education, and they have little bit of money, right? And they all studying well.
This
And
is
this is
good.
something which the caste groups are not able to digest. And this
Okay.
is something which they do not want them to
Yeah,
have. So, yeah.
what an irony, because Baba Sahib said that education is true independence. If you want to break away the shackles of caste, study, study, study. That's what he said. Satish Kumar, look at what Chalin Maria said. It's normalized. It happens during this period, right? And we are hurtling towards elections right now. Where is the law then? If my child was hurt with a sickle, where do I go?
If it happens, is it not as if it looks like, as Maria rightly said, it is a seasoned issue, which means that the culture has been inculcated in the minds of the people from top to bottom, from the age of 90 to 9. It has been inculcated for a very long time, the prolonged time. This is purely because of the political scenarios, and the people belongs to the political parties. They are deliberately inculcating such
It's
mindset of the people.
it's actually
This
a
is
terrible failure of law and order. I'm not bothered about which political party comes to power if I am a citizen.
Sudha, than to say it is a law and order issue, because we have to go beyond the borders of law and order, because law and order, as you rightly said, controlling it, if the government controls whatever the government comes, if they control it by, as you say, some
Yeah.
methods like checking the bags and all those things are coming under the law and order.
I
But
don't
I'm
think.
more bothered about the children going out of the school, continuing the same mindset,
Yeah, because
and till the end
Says,
of his life.
Shalin
Till
Maria
the
says
end of
it's
his life.
normalized. I think they will, I'm sorry, these are baby children. They will grow up to be adults like that. Shalin Maria Lawrence, before I
I
let,
can't really. That's what. No, it is a seasoned issue,
yeah,
and it's getting
let,
normalized. Means as of today, it is normalized. What will happen tomorrow? No one
that's right.
knows.
Now, before I let you go, you guys, but Shalin Maria Lawrence, what do you think about, Tol Tirumavallavan standing there and said, some law has to be brought, to curb caste violence, to curb honor killings. Then you also have, the Congress party, who's an ally of the DMK, saying the same thing, that enough is enough. Selva Perungunda, he also said that. Do you think this is just lip service? Because like you said, Shalin Maria, we have discussed this many times, but there doesn't seem to be a resolution for this.
Yeah, the Dalit community has been sold off in Tamil Nadu in a political way. That is the phrase I can just keep on repeating here. Because right now, as you point out, there is Thirumavalavan and there is Selva Pirnagai, and they do not carry about, worry or care about Dalits in the first place. I can just go ahead and, because tell it vehemently, because from Vengavai until now, the only thing what we have seen is these leaders protecting, protecting the face of DMK, protecting the image of DMK, but they have not put their foot down and said, oh, you know what, protect my community. You get my votes, because without Dalit votes, DMK cannot win. Without, that is one thing which we saw. 64% of Dalits voted for DMK. Pariahs voted for DMK. That is the statistics we got in 2021. So end of the day, if Sirmavalavan is not, what is the point of coalition when he's not going to say, hey, you know what, mind this, take control of this, otherwise I'm just pulling out.
Yeah.
This should be the talk, right? But what you see him is he's coming and saying, oh, this, everything in everybody. If Shalin comes and criticizes DMK, Thirumavaran pitches in and blocks the thing. And if anybody else, any politician or any group or any activist, asks questions the government, Thirumavaran is only there to protect the government. He's not there to protect
What a
Shalin
pity.
Maria Lawrence or the Dalit community
What a
or the boy
pity.
who got hacked. So I don't think there is any point in even questioning them
So what
on
is
what
this?
they're doing.
Yeah, Shalin
Yeah.
Maria, Satish, it is so sad. You are right. The future is in darkness. Because if this is what is being normalized, it's a very dangerous precedent.